Good evening and welcome to episode number 20. We're going to make this quick and straight to the point, and I say that sometimes, and I don't quite get to the point, do I? I do want to mention, however, that the website is still up, thebacnetwork.com. Feel free to check in anytime you want. We'll be posting a lot of things in the upcoming week, today, tomorrow, and so forth, and I hope that you're able to get there and see what we've got there. We're gonna get right into it, dive right into it, as they say in the King James Bible. We're gonna be working on Luke chapter 21, verse 4. For all these have their abundance cast in unto the offerings of God, but she of her penury hath cast in all the living that she had. In the ESV it reads, for they all contributed out of their abundance, but she, out of her poverty, put in all she had to live on. Now, the NRSV, which is a Catholic Bible, it's a Catholic edition. It's been approved by the Catholic Church. I actually worked with a young man years ago. It's got to be 5 years, 6 years, 6 years. Anyways. This was his go-to. He was a solid Catholic. I mean, he went down to do the charity work down at the Catholic home and everything like that. So, diehard Catholic. And this was the Bible that he used. This was recommended by his Catholic church. So, I don't make these things up. I don't claim that, these are what all the Catholics are reading. I'm going to go with this gentleman along with others, but because I worked with him, I know for a fact him being a solid, die-hard Catholic guy, this is his Bible. For all of them have contributed out of their abundance, but she, out of her poverty, has put in all she had to live on. Now, you already know I'm going to tell you there's a difference between the King James Bible and the ESV and the NRSV, which the Catholic edition happens to match the ESV quite nicely. We're going to be going through a lot of those upcoming that are exactly the same. I didn't add them at first. I had them in a separate category, but I'm going to throw them in just to point out the fact that it's interesting how the Catholic NRSV and the ESV, who these folks are not, say they're not Catholic and definitely would never be Catholic and all types of issues, but yet your scriptures match. So the manuscripts that you claim that you follow match. We're not going to get into the old Syriac and all of the rest because a lot of people are in denial. Some will say, well, aren't you in denial of the newer manuscripts? And I say to you, I like the fact that you use newer because I'm not in the newer manuscripts. I go with the older ones. Now, you're going to see the obvious, right? God. God has been taken out of both the ESV and the Catholic NRSV. And even the ESV verse 21:4 and the verse 21:4 in the NRSV Catholic, look how they are almost close together. For they all contributed out of their abundance. Let's go down to the Catholic version. For all of them have contributed out of their abundance. Let's go back to the ESV. But she out of her poverty. But she, go down to the Catholic, but she out of her poverty. Go back to ESV. Put in all she had to live on. Go down to the Catholic version. Put in all she had to live on. And both of them do not have God. I made this pretty simple. I'm going to scroll down. 1, God is missing. 2, God. 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 Did I say that 7 times? Let's try it again. God, 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 God. Hey, you're a broken record. Maybe I am, and maybe I'm being a little sarcastic a little bit, but if your ESV Bible matches, or any Bible matches the Catholic Bible, and you say you're against the Catholic Church, I beg to differ. Or maybe you think you are, but you're being sucked into a vortex. People bring you down a wrong road. And some say, well, your King James is actually the Catholic Bible, and yet it doesn't match here, does it? It does not, does it? Yeah, but Erasmus, I know. But Wycliffe, yeah, they used to be a Catholic priest and converted a lot of other Catholic priests who were then burned at the stake and murdered by the Catholic Church. You're going to see some exposing of this in the upcoming videos. I'm going to be pointing this out a little bit more often. your ESV and the Catholic Bible match a lot. All right, well, thank you for watching tonight's little episode. I appreciate it. Kept it short, kept it simple, quick and to the point. I'm not trying to make you a KJV reader or a KJV reader. I'm not trying to take you away from the ESV. I'm not taking you away from the NRSV. I'm just showing you the verses next to each other. You, with your free will that God has given you, can choose if you think it's important that God is in this verse. And if you don't, you're okay. You're down here with the ESV and the Catholic Church. Have a beautiful evening. Good night.